Hello everyone, I'm Mason Boyne, VP of Sales of the company. It has come to my attention that our company has experienced rapid growth in the past few years. Originally, our company displayed a strong startup culture where policies and procedures were much more fluid, and this was great, but due to the growth of the company, there needs to be more structure in place when it comes to internal staff policies and practices. So going into some data, first, our employee turnover rates have continued to increase by 25 to 30% over this year. And this high turnover rate means that many of our employees are doing more than what's expected in the business and have decided to actually leave the organization. Another finding that we have displayed was that the company is projected to grow rapidly in the next quarters, especially quarter 1 through quarter 4 in 2023 and 2024 are projected to be the most profitable quarters yet, and we're continue to increase over time. If our company continues to grow in the way it's going, we need to lower the turnover rate, and to do this, I've developed new policies to help reduce this. So the first policy is that I recommend that we change the way we hire employees by encouraging retention early on in the process and the onboarding process. Our policy for successful onboarding will be to give employees a clear understanding of the company's mission and how they can add significant value to the organization. Our internal studies show that 10% of employees strongly agree that the company does a good job of onboarding employees. The main challenge of this will be to find high-quality applicants and ensuring that we retain top talent in growth for our company. The second policy it will be implementing and allocating the right resources to the job, which will ensure successful resource allocation across the entire company. I recommend implementing an intuitive resource scheduling tool that provides an unfiled view of the workforce's skills and schedules. This will help create more cohesion with the team and make everything more organized. Lastly, the third policy will be to bring up an idea of a new tool to optimize workflow utilization. Effective utilization is not just about working too many hours. Productivity goes hand in hand with utilization. Confluence is a great tool to optimize workflow utilization, which will be used regularly by every employee and employer. With Confluence, employees can make adequate use of dashboards to measure and analyze projects and get a comprehensive view of employee utilization levels. And I think this will help a lot with workflow utilization. All right, just wrapping things up, our findings do indicate that changes are necessary. However, there might be an argument for some of the policies. I understand how implementing a resource scheduling tool will be hard to adapt for many employees, especially with personal privacy. This is something that comes into consideration when implementing these new strategies for the workplace. I want to emphasize a lot that to our employees and employers that they have the right to keep private facts about themselves confidential, and you have the right to some degree of personal space when using these tools. Overall, I believe this is the best plan moving forward regarding the experienced growth of the organization. There will be in-depth interviews and meetings for employees regarding these changes and new policies to ensure everyone is up to date and informed. I would also like to reevaluate the data and findings from previous years and make sure that the trend is still present with the employee turnover rate data. I mentioned earlier that this organization was founded on a strong startup culture in which employees' policies, procedures, and operations were fluid, and the decisions about employee experience were made on a natural basis. These are the core values of the company. This is the core values of the company in which we were founded on, and we need to ensure that these values are executed daily. The implementation of the new internal staff policies and practices will help ensure that our company has great success moving forward. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you all for your time.